Gentlemen, let me ask you something uncomfortable but important. Have you noticed your nights changing? Waking up more often? Feeling that annoying pressure? Finishing in the bathroom but still not feeling empty? These symptoms sneak up slowly, but when they do, they take away something every man values: comfort, confidence, and control. For years, the only solutions offered were medications with side effects men dread or procedures most hope to avoid. But what if one of the simplest, safest, and most effective ways to support your prostate was not a pill, not a supplement, but a food, a single nut, one you can eat in seconds, that researchers are now studying for its ability to support a calmer, healthier, more comfortable prostate? It sounds too simple, right? But the science is real, and the results are surprising. Because hidden inside this nut is a unique combination of natural compounds that help reduce inflammation, support normal prostate size, and ease the pressure that leads to nighttime bathroom trips. And here's the part most men never hear. The benefit comes from consistency, not quantity. Just one nut a day may be enough to make a meaningful difference. In this video, we're going to explore the top nuts for prostate support, and more importantly, the one nut that stands above the rest. The one with properties so unique, so specific to prostate wellness, that I would recommend it to nearly every man over 50. But before we get to that powerful nut, we need to take a moment to understand what's actually happening inside your body. Because once you see why the prostate enlarges and what triggers the symptoms you're dealing with, you'll understand exactly how the right foods can help you feel more comfortable and regain control. Think of this as a quick, honest conversation between us, man to man, before we dive into the real answers. Think of this as a quick, honest conversation between us, man to man, before we dive into the real answers. Before we reveal the nut that may help support a healthier, calmer prostate, there's something crucial every man watching needs to understand. Because most men focus only on the symptoms, the nighttime urgency, the weak flow, the constant feeling of pressure, without ever understanding what's actually happening inside their body. And when you don't understand the root cause, you end up frustrated, confused, or relying on solutions that never address the real issue. Here's the truth. As men age, the prostate doesn't just get bigger. What's really happening is a slow, subtle shift in the balance of hormones, inflammation, and tissue growth inside the gland. The prostate begins responding differently to common hormones like testosterone and DHT, and this can lead to swelling, increased sensitivity, and pressure on the urinary tract. But here's the part almost no one explains clearly. Prostate enlargement itself isn't always the problem. It's the inflammation surrounding the prostate that creates the symptoms men feel. Inflammation makes the tissue firmer, tighter, and more reactive. It narrows the channel that carries urine. It triggers that sudden urge to rush to the bathroom. And it's responsible for that frustrating feeling of never fully emptying, even when you know you just went. This is why foods, especially nuts rich in specific fatty acids, antioxidants, and plant sterols, can be so valuable. They don't shrink the prostate. That's not how nutrition works, but they support the environment around the prostate. They help calm the inflammation, support healthier hormone balance, and promote better comfort during the day and at night. Think of it this way: you can't stop time from moving forward, but you can support your body in a way that helps it age more comfortably and more predictably. Understanding this internal process is the key to understanding why one particular nut rises above all the rest, because its unique nutrients target the exact pathways that influence inflammation and tissue health in the prostate. And once you see how it works, you'll understand why this nut has become such a powerful tool for men over 50. When we talk about natural foods that can support prostate health, nuts deserve far more attention than they usually get. Behind their simple appearance lies a nutrient that plays a critical role in men's health, especially after the age of 50. That nutrient is zinc. Zinc is a trace mineral, meaning the body needs only small amounts of it. But those small amounts make an enormous difference. And here's something most men don't realize. The prostate contains one of the highest concentrations of zinc in the entire human body. This isn't random. It's a sign of how important zinc is for the prostate's normal structure and function. Researchers believe that zinc helps support the delicate balance between two key hormones in the male body, testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. As men age, this balance can shift, and those shifts may contribute to changes in prostate size and urinary comfort. While zinc isn't a treatment, it is thought to help maintain a healthier internal environment by supporting normal hormone metabolism. This is where nuts become incredibly valuable. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, Brazil nuts, and pistachios all contain meaningful amounts of zinc, making them an easy, convenient way to give your prostate the support it needs. Even a small handful as a daily snack can help maintain consistent intake of this essential mineral. Prostate cancer is one of the most significant health concerns facing men today. Globally, it is the second most common cancer among men, and in the United States, it is the leading cancer in male incidence. In 2018 alone, more than 190,000 American men were diagnosed with prostate cancer, representing nearly 1 out of every 5 newly diagnosed male cancers that year. With numbers like these, it's no surprise that men today are paying closer attention to how diet and lifestyle may influence their long-term prostate health. Naturally, this raises the question, do nuts play any role, good or bad, in prostate cancer risk? A recent scientific review evaluated a wide range of dietary factors linked to prostate cancer. According to that review, current evidence does not show nuts as either a risk factor or a clear protective factor. In other words, based on existing research, nuts neither increase nor decrease prostate cancer risk in any definitive way. However, researchers have long hypothesized that nuts could support lower cancer risk through several biological mechanisms, and here's why. Nuts are extraordinarily nutrient-dense. They contain healthy fats, both monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, high-quality plant proteins, fiber, essential minerals, tocopherols, vitamin E compounds, phytosterols, polyphenols, resveratrol, folic acid, and a wide array of antioxidant compounds. These nutrients are not just healthy in a general sense. They influence cellular processes directly tied to cancer development. Studies suggest that nutrients found in nuts may help support healthy cell differentiation and regulate cell growth, reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, protect DNA from damage, influence pathways related to tumor initiation and promotion. In lab studies, antioxidant compounds in nuts have also been shown to protect biomolecules that may influence cancer risk. These findings don't prove that nuts prevent prostate cancer, but they do suggest that nuts support an internal environment that may be less susceptible to damage. But what about real-world men? Does eating nuts make a difference? Large prospective studies, including the Health Professionals Follow-up Study, the Adventist Health Study, and the Netherlands Cohort Study, have examined nut and peanut butter intake in relation to prostate cancer risk. Their conclusion, no significant association. A systematic review reached the same result. Interestingly, 2 smaller case control studies did find an inverse association, meaning men who ate more nuts had lower prostate cancer rates, but differences in study design, population size, and follow-up duration may explain why findings conflict. To address these inconsistencies, researchers analyzed nut intake within the large NIH ARP diet and health study, following men for a median of 15 years. Most participants were around age 64 at baseline. Those who ate more nuts tended to live overall healthier lifestyles, They exercised more, smoked less, ate more nutritious diets, and had fewer chronic diseases. Yet even after adjusting for these factors, multivariable models found no significant association between nut intake and prostate cancer risk, not for total cases, localized cancer, advanced cancer, or fatal cancer. Peanut butter consumption showed similar results. So what does all of this mean for you? Nuts are incredibly healthy and nutrient-rich, and they support overall wellness. But based on current evidence, they do not directly reduce or increase prostate cancer risk. They should be viewed as part of a balanced diet that supports general health rather than a cancer prevention strategy. Now that you understand what the research says about nuts and prostate cancer, here's a powerful bonus insight that every man should know. Prostate health is influenced far more by your overall lifestyle pattern than by any single food. While nuts are nutritious and beneficial for general wellness, the biggest scientific breakthroughs in prostate research point toward a combination of diet, inflammation control, metabolic health, and early detection practices. These factors together create the strongest foundation for lifelong prostate support. One of the most overlooked contributors to prostate wellness is chronic inflammation. Low-grade inflammation silently builds up over time and can affect hormone metabolism, urinary comfort, and tissue sensitivity. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant-based foods have been shown to help reduce systemic inflammation, and this may indirectly support better prostate function. Another key factor is insulin resistance, which becomes more common as men age. Elevated insulin and blood sugar levels have been associated with hormonal imbalances that may contribute to prostate enlargement and discomfort. Maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, and choosing whole nutrient-dense foods can make a profound difference. And here's something many men overlook: stress management. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which can disrupt hormone balance and worsen urinary symptoms. Incorporating daily relaxation practices, even 10 minutes of deep breathing or walking, can ease this burden on the body. Finally, no diet or lifestyle strategy can replace regular prostate screenings. Early detection remains one of the most powerful tools men have for managing prostate changes effectively. So while nuts alone won't prevent prostate cancer, they do fit beautifully into a bigger picture. A lifestyle that supports hormonal balance, reduces inflammation, and promotes overall healthy aging. As we wrap up this video, there's one message I want every man listening to remember. Your prostate health is not defined by age alone. It is shaped by the choices you make every single day. While nuts may not directly prevent prostate cancer, they are part of a broader nutritional pattern that supports your body in countless ways, lowering inflammation, promoting heart health, balancing hormones, and supplying the micronutrients your cells rely on. What truly matters is the bigger picture. A diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, whole grains, and healthy fats, combined with regular movement, stress management, and routine medical checkups, creates a powerful foundation for lifelong prostate wellness. No single food, pill, or shortcut can replace the impact of consistent, supportive habits. The science is clear. Men who nourish their bodies with nutrient-dense foods, maintain a healthy weight, and stay physically active experience better health outcomes as they age. These choices help protect not just the prostate, but the heart, the brain, and overall vitality. So, as you move forward, think of nuts not as a magic solution, but as one valuable tool in a toolbox full of choices that support stronger, healthier aging. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which nut will you add to your routine this week? Your answer might encourage another man to take the first step toward better health. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, And join us for more science-based guidance on men's health, nutrition, and aging well. Thank you for watching. And remember, taking care of your prostate is taking care of your future.